Well, I was diagnosed with congestive heart failure and a bad valve leaking. I think they call it a bad murmur or something like that. And also stage 4 kidney disease. I guess I was really messed up. And
Yeah.
anyway, there were several things that they diagnosed. And last year, it was around September, not the end of September. I went to the doctor and he looked at me and was listening and he said, "That's not good." And I said, "What's that?" But he didn't answer me. So I didn't know what was not good. But when I came back, well, this past Monday, I took mom with me because she wanted to see him too. And he was checking her and said, "Boy, you seem to do amazingly well." But by the end of last year, we thought both of us was going to go the way it was going. But in the middle of December, I started using the X39 and 49. And we kept using it, and I could tell there was some difference. I felt a lot better. And mom's got back up, and she's 91. She started washing dishes again by hand and stuff. And I told her, you don't have to do that. She said, "I want to. So anyway, we was at the doctor's office, and he was saying she did so much better. And he was listening to my heart and all that and having me breathe and everything. And he went over and sat down and he looked so puzzled and he kept looking at the charts. And I said, "Doc, I guess I need to know that kidney disease. You told me I may be headed for dialysis. Uh, is it better? Did I get up maybe to a 3 or something?" He goes, "No, no." I said, "Oh, I was kind of hoping." He said, "Actually, you're stage 2 and falling, it looks like." So I
Wow.
went from stage 4 to stage 2. And I said, "Well, the last time I was here, you told me that, boy, that's really bad when you listened to me. I didn't know what you meant. You didn't say." He said, "Well, your heart murmur had gotten so bad, I was afraid the valve was going to start failing." I said, "Oh, well." I said, "Well, did it improve?" He said, "I could barely hear anything. I don't know." And he kept looking through his notes and he said, "This doesn't make sense." He said, "What did you do? You went to another doctor and got a prescription for something. I really need to put it in your record so we'll know what it is." I said, "I never went to another doctor. I mean, I just patched myself." He said, "Well," he said, "I know that, but what did you do?" And I said, "No, I literally patched myself. And I patched my mother too. It's called LifeWave X39." And he looked a little, he said, "It's called what?" And I said, "LifeWave." He jumped on his computer and started looking it up. And he said, "I'm going to have to research this."